Rachna from Rachna's Wellness. I'm actually bringing you another fantastic recipe, one of my favorites. I call it, you can call it actually whatever, makki ki roti, makki ka dosa, whatever you want to call it. I personally prefer it. I'm a North Indian, so I definitely like, those kind of flavors. Makki ki roti saag is one of those favorite North Indian recipes. If you want to ever eat it, I have a recipe for you. I'm actually going to, so whatever long it takes me to, that it's taking you to watch this video is how long it's taking me to make the recipe. So again, I'm not making saag. All I'm making is fresh, non-GMO, which I'll get to in just a second, but I'm definitely making fresh non-GMO. I'm actually making my own atta over here too, which is fantastic. So you want to make sure you make your own atta. And the reason I do that because I do not prefer the corn flour outside, which is called either corn or makki, flour, whatever that you sell it in a lot of stores, because all the corn, not just the one country, pretty much in all the countries, if it doesn't say it's non-GMO, it is GMO. And if you don't know, GMO stands for genetically modified organisms. So soy and corn are two things you definitely want to make sure that if you possibly, as much you can stay away from GMO is a good thing for you, because I know I've done a lot of shows in what GMO means, but typically what GMO means is that they modify the seed itself. If it's corn or soy, whatever it is, whatever the seed they're modifying, because they want to make sure that the pesticides don't get to it. So they actually add a lot of the pesticides to the grain itself or to the seed itself. That means what you're eating, you're actually eating a lot of pesticides. So if something doesn't say non-GMO, that means it is possibly, especially when it comes to corn, it is GMO corn. That's how big it is. I know I've done a lot of my shows, talk shows in the past talking about that. So you can always go and find those. I'll give you a link for that later on. But again, what I'm using is, I'm going to show you. So I'm actually going to make my own flour. So I'm using this, what it's called, it's a non-GMO. It specifically says on my bottle, and I make sure if I get any corn, I'm going to make sure that it says non-GMO project or something of that sort. So this is a non-GMO corn. So I'm going to put it in one of my high-speed blenders. Again, you do need, because you're grinding something that's so hard. So you need, normal blender probably won't work. I've always talked about it's always good to get one of the Vitamix Ninja or one of those really powerful blenders. So all I'm going to do is add that, and like I said, whatever long it's taking you to watch the video, I'm actually making it with you. Okay, so probably this cup, it comes with a measuring cup, which is pretty cool. And so I'm going to add this. I'll probably add more because I know I'm going to have seconds or thirds maybe, which is fun. I love to eat. That was another half a cup, so probably less than a cup. Okay, so because I added two. Okay, so let's go in. There we are. So I have my fresh, can you imagine fresh makki ka atta? I mean, seriously, fresh corn flour, who doesn't want that? The smell of it is amazing. So let's get this off. And, okay, before I spill everything, like I said, I'm good at spilling stuff, so I'm doing it live as you're watching me. So if anything spills, oh well, it spills. So, okay. So I'm going to get my hands in. So that's what it looks like. I like a little bit grainy texture. You can always make it less grainy if you prefer it less grainy. I like it grainy that way. It's, that texture is coarse, a little bit coarser is better, kind of this way. So, oh well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, when I grew up, I would eat, my mom used to make these makki ki rotis with methi added to it or spinach, and I would totally love it and I would totally get crazy over it, and I was a little good. I don't know why I liked it, but I guess I liked it. So, oh well, so I'm trying to imitate something similar with my fresh, home made what I call makki ka atta or non-GMO stuff. So I don't have spinach on hand. You're definitely welcome to add spinach or methi. I have arugula. Arugula, if you haven't tried it, spelled as Arugula. Fantastic. It's like a salad green. It's top of the list. A lot of antioxidants. It kind of belongs to the same family as cauliflower and kale, but doesn't have a bitter taste like kale does. Kale has a little bit, bitter aftertaste or just the taste itself. Arugula does not, and I totally, like that. So all I'm going to do is take my fresh corn flour and have arugula over here. Okay, and let's see. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to put everything in a bowl together. Where's my bowl? Here's my bowl. Here we are. Okay, so I'm going to add my corn flour. So that's my corn flour goes in there. So like I said, it's taking me long. It's a little bit coarse, but I do prefer it that way. And that's perfectly fine. twist here. Okay. And I'm going to add some arugula here. Again, whatever quantity you want to add, perfectly fine. And then, so that's my mixture. And then I'm also going to add some, let's see, I'll add some salt, some, peppers and stuff. So again, I like to eyeball stuff. I'm not a measuring person too much. So I'll add some salt. If it's less, oh well. It's healthier, so okay. So I have my salt here. And then I'm going to add some chili. You can add some garlic powder if you like some amchur or whatever kind of flavor you like, and perfectly fine. That's some chili powder that goes in there. You can add some garlic powder. Didn't have the candy, so oh well, didn't have it. That's pretty much it. And then I'm going to go mix all of it up and with one of my spatulas, and let's get some water. So you just need some water. That's going to give me a little bit more better texture of not having too many leaves of arugula. So let's go do this. Like I said, it's a recipe. You can try it anyway. So I'm going to go and maybe I should probably mix this a little before that. Oh well, that goes there, and I might need a little bit more water. We'll see how much I needed. And let's give it another good stir. Consistency now. I think again you can leave it grainy if you prefer it grainy or just more leafy. I think I just preferred it this way just because I could show you better this way, but that's oh well. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little small. I'm also gonna give it a little bit small test if it's, and in fact, let me go and turn my heat on as we talk. So have and here we go. I'm gonna go a little bit small test and see if I like the salt, or it actually does taste amazing. Okay, and so let me grab one of those spoons here. Okay, while it's heating up, actually, we'll put it back. I'll talk about arugula. Like I said, arugula is a fantastic vegetable, high source of antioxidants. So what I'm making here is a fantastic. You can add spinach. You can add, I don't know what else you can add. You can add pretty much any vegetable, but I think spinach and arugula are two vegetables that taste amazing when it comes to corn flour. So I've always tried that. You can have it with yogurt. You can make salt or whatever. Like I said, you can make it thicker, like you would make a makki ki roti. But again, it's easier for me, as opposed, I know makki ki rotis take a lot of time to make, so I just prefer it more of this. It tastes just about the same, maybe a little bit different texture wise, but it's easier and faster to make. Okay, while the pan is just about heating up, I'm going to spray some oil of that. Okay, so here we have our pan ready. I'm going to get this out of the way so you guys don't have this in my way watching me while I'm cooking it. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Like I said, if it breaks, it breaks. If it scrambles, it scrambles. But oh well, I'm trying to make it as a dosa cell, so I'll probably have to maybe let it cook. I'm probably going to increase the heat a little bit because I'm going to have it cook a little. So let's give it. And I might need another small spray just on the top so it kind of cooks a little. And what I'm using is an extra virgin olive oil spray. Works fine. I also use avocado oil spray. I've seen that coconut oil spray for some reasons sticks a little, so I either have extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil sprays that I would use for something like this, and it doesn't really make sense. And I actually see it looks amazing. Oh my gosh, I could totally have this right now. But again, if you want to make dosa out of it, you can always add some mix in it. If you want to add some potatoes and, or some mixed vegetables and make it that way, that's perfectly fine. See, I mean, that's what it looks like. It looks absolutely amazing. Okay, here we are. I think it's pretty much just about done. It did give it a flip in between, so like I said, and everyone knows who's made makki ki roti, it breaks. That's just the way it goes. But this is easier for me than make the regular makki ki roti, so I'm just gonna stick to this way. So like I said, it looks I have this fresh, what I made is like a mint. I added some fresh mint leaves and then this yogurt and peppers and whatever, and you're going to serve with one of those. There we go. That's a fantastic recipe for you. If you do like this recipe, please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel called Rachna's Wellness on YouTube. And I'll be pretty much posting good, fantastic, healthy recipes for you. So that's one. Here we go. So thank you for showing up today and watching my